Happening now at the White House. Top Democrats meeting with President Trump. It's all about infrastructure. The president's already playing hardball. He says, look, if you want, there's nothing, there'll be no infrastructure deal until first you pass the USMCA, you know, the old NAFTA deal. Anything comes from that meeting, we'll bring it right to you. But right now, we want to bring in Congressman Loudermilk, Georgia Republican. Is impeachment going to impose itself into this meeting about infrastructure? Will impeachment be present in the room?
I haven't seen a meeting yet where impeachment wasn't an issue at some point or some level of investigation. I mean, that's just where we live in Congress nowadays. Instead of going after things that matter, it's just a continuous flow of talk of impeachment, of investigation. They just can't let bygones be bygones.
I just don't see how you can get anything done in Congress when the Democrats are A, pushing for impeachment, and B, pushing investigations into every conceivable aspect of President Trump. That will hold everything up, won't it?
It does. And in fact, I was meeting with Stephen Mnuchin just before I came over here. We in Financial Services Committee, and we're trying to engage with him for some issues that are very important: more deregulation, stimulating the economy. What the Democrats were talking about is tax returns. We need to get the president's tax returns. And then I did commend him on an accomplishment that they have made, is they have actually made free trade advocates out of the Democrats, because every one of them were complaining about the high cost of tariffs and what it's going to do to the American people and increase their costs. So I think we've paved the way to get USMCA done, because now all the Democrats have all of a sudden switched over to be free trade advocates.
Amazing. What can you do? Congressman, you're an astonishing guy. Now, a federal gas tax. I believe that is on the table as one way of part payment for the infrastructure plan. Are you, sir, in favor of raising the federal gas tax?
Look, Stuart, you know, the Democrats are in charge. Any tax increase is going to be on the table right now in the House. Look, we have to figure out a way of funding the infrastructure bill. We're in $22 trillion of debt, and we need to get out of this continuous cycle of tax and spend, tax and spend. We need to pull in some business models, look at unique ways of funding before we just go to raise taxes on the American people. I think we need to look at public-private partnerships. We need to look at block grants. We need to look at long-term low-interest loans instead of just funding.
Sir, I got to press this. I said, are you in favor of raising the federal gas tax? That is a yes or no.
No, I am not, because I think there are better ways of doing this before you resort to that.
Congressman, I hear you're taking part in a big run tomorrow, raising awareness for veteran suicides. This is in D.C. tomorrow morning?
Yes, it is. This is a group I've been working with for the last 5 years. I'm a veteran, and it's highly concerning to me that we have 22 veterans a day committing suicide because of PTSD. And so they are running across country. They run 22 kilometers a day to raise awareness. They wear 22 pounds of body armor. They're coming through D.C. as they do every year, and so I'm going to do part of the run with them to just show our support and continue to support their efforts to provide treatment for these American heroes who are still suffering. They bring the battlefield wounds back home with them.
I haven't Googled you, so I don't know whether you're Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard. Which is it?
Proudly Air Force.
Air Force? Were you a pilot?
Yes. I am a pilot, but I didn't fly in the Air Force. I actually worked on the intelligence side.
How many years did you serve, may I ask?
I was 8 years.
8 years? Well, may I ask where you were stationed?
Well, that was, of course, if you're in the Air Force, you're going to spend time in Texas, but I was also in Hawaii and in Alaska.
Oh, tough life. No, seriously. Congressman, we really support your efforts on veteran suicide. It's a very serious thing, and we're glad to have you on the show taking part in that run tomorrow. Congressman Loudermilk from Georgia.
Thank you, Stuart. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you. A quick check of the markets. We're down